I graduated in 1982, so I came in '79, I believe. And I was just talking to a class, Mrs. DeBonis's class, about my years at the high school. Loved it. It was totally different than now. We only had one high school, of course, and the town itself, the culture, totally different than it is today. I loved Brick High School, and I was a big sports guy, and that's kind of why I loved it. The teachers were awesome. I've made great relationships with the teachers. My favorite memories are all through my sports, as well as sitting down and speaking to teachers about life in general. And I think our teachers do a great job doing that today. They make relationship with their kids. So I was a big football and track athlete here at Brick Township High School. My best years athletically were probably 1980, my junior year. And then my senior year, I received a lot of accolades, but that's not just me. And we know this, it's all our teammates together that allow one individual to accomplish that. So, it was all my teammates that allowed me to accomplish my accolades and my rewards and awards that I received my senior year. So I can't ask for anything better than in the 4 years I had at Brick Township High School. After graduating in '82, I was lucky enough to get a 4-year scholarship to University of Tennessee to play football. And I was redshirted, and they gave me another year. So I actually took 6 years to graduate. 1 year because I was redshirted, and then my major was tourism, food, and lodging, which I graduated in tourism, food, and lodging on the hotel side. So I loved hotels. I loved the buildings in Atlantic City, but all my classes were in the afternoon, and that's when football practice was. So they gave me another year to finish that up. So they were gracious enough to do that. So I graduated there, lived there for a couple of years, worked at a Hyatt Regency, and then it was kind of slow. And then one night I just called my older brother. You may know him, Paul. He came driving down the 11 hours with a U-Haul truck, picked me up, and came back home to Brick. We always come back to Brick. If things don't work out, we come back to Brick, because Brick is that town. Kids that leave will always come back if they have to. If nothing's there, they're going to come back, not to the family, but I think also to Brick itself. It's a tremendous town to live in and to grow up in. So when I came back, went back to get my teaching degree, got my teaching degree, taught at Vets Middle School for a number of years while I was coaching. Went back while teaching, got my administration degree with a bunch of teachers. Mr. Walski, you may know, Mr. Walski and Mrs. Katsianis, who are both administrators in the district who have now retired as well. So we all went, we had a fantastic time, we got our degrees, and I had a great opportunity to be an assistant principal at Brick Memorial. I was there for 8 years, and then I was an assistant principal at Brick here, and then the last 5 years I was athletic director. So that is my working career and pretty much my high school career as of right now. Moving on. Of course, my junior, senior for sports, my favorite memories are winning the state championship football game my senior year. We were ranked #1 in the state preseason, and we followed that through all the way to the end. And so everybody on that team, we always still talk about that, because that's a lot of pride for us, a lot of pride for us. So many players on that team and I always, we talk, and we enjoy those memories. And just, being able to have relationships with the teachers and also the administrators. My administrators back in the day were awesome. Mr. Reagan was great. I had a very good relationship with him. Never got in trouble. I always respected my elders, always respected my teachers. I was very humble, and I continue to be that way. So that my favorite memories were definitely my sports, but also just the culture of the building. A bit different back then now because, of life itself, how it's changed. But it was a great experience. I would never give it back. My high school experience was one of the best, if not the best, that I know about. So that was good. Being an administrator and an athletic director, watching the kids throughout the years, how they've changed tremendously. This thing, as we know, is very helpful, but this has changed the way kids live today. I'm not saying good, bad, or indifferent, but it's changed kids. the relationships they make with one another. And I would, for advice for me is continue to be able to communicate with one another face to face. Continue to always respect yourself, number one. If you can't love and respect yourself, then it's going to be a long ride for you, for anyone. Advice is follow your dreams. Always follow your dreams. If you work hard to follow your dreams, everybody says I'm going after the money. The money will come with your dream. You know, to me, as far as I know, we all find our place in society, wherever it may be. But just be respectful to you, respectful to your peers, respectful to parents and grandparents, aunts and uncles. I mean, overall, the big word is the big R, respect. You know, care about yourselves, take care of yourselves, and just be good people. Just be good people. After tomorrow, I'm moving on to just another chapter in my life. You know, I'm still going to work, but you know, there's a time in life when you're in whatever you're in. I'm in education, whatever they're in. There's a time where it's the little seed in the back of your head tells you know it's time to write your next chapter, and that's what it's about. You know, I'm going to miss everybody that I've worked with at Vets. I still remember a lot of those teachers there. Brick Memorial. You know, I'm a brick guy. It doesn't matter if it was a memorial or brick. You know, my blood runs green, and we're both green, and it always will. And even though I'm leaving, I'm not leaving the town. And if there's anybody out there watching this, if any of you need ever anything from me, please give me a call, and I'll do my best to help you out in one way or another. So thank you.